Hello, I'm Andrew from the Netherlands, and today I'm going to review the Pioneer vsx-916, and this is how you write it. And this thing is a 7.1 channel amplifier or receiver, and it has 7 times 100 watt. And well, this thing was good reviewed. The stereo sound was very good reviewed by area-dvd.de in Germany, that is. And well, I bought this thing because I was curious. This thing have a MOSFET, and so I was very curious about the sound of this Pioneer. And well, the thing is in black. It came in black and silver. I usually don't like black things. I prefer the silver. Always I prefer the silver above the black. But yes, I bought this thing second hand, and well, this is how it came, in black. And well, let me first put it on. Well, first I want to show you something. This thing comes with a remote control, a very nice remote control with all the functions. So let me use the remote control to switch this thing on, okay? And I already put my cable antenna back in the this is the volume button. And let me tell you something, this sound is good. This sound is good. I love this sound. But I will review the sound later. First I want to show you, this is the volume button. This is the multi-jog knob, so you can arrange. Let me see, for example, here you have the tone mode. The bass is on 0, and with the multi-jog you can just arrange your bass, treble, etc. And well, it have a, this is the selector switches. You can see it have a DVD, TV, satellite, DVD, VCR, video, CD, CD writable tape, MD, FM, AM, USB, and aux. And of course here you have the well, this is loudness, and that's very nice. I just put it on loudness, and with loudness the sound is pretty good. And here you have the, and all these you can arrange with multi-jog with this little knob. Yes, and here you can adjust tuning station, tuner edit, tone, quick setup, return. And well, here we have the nice blue light in the on and off button. The phones is in gold plated, that's very nice, phones in. And here you have listening mode, standard, advanced surround, and stereo, direct audio, and surround, auto surround. Okay, let me see if I click this in stereo. I leave it on stereo. You can see here. Yes, you can switch auto surround, stereo, or direct. I leave it at stereo. Okay, and oh, this thing is very nice looking. The real surprise from this thing was not its looks, because well, it looks okay. The looks are okay, and it's not bad. So I was lucky to score this one, the 916, and I also scored the 915, and the 915 came in silver, and the silver is much better looking than the black. But what surprised me from this receiver was the sound. And well, hear this. I put on, let me put off the loudness. Yes, and this is everything flat.
beyond words. Actions speak louder than words. We need to do things better.
Okay, I'm gonna see, but I already heard that the radio, the tuner is not that perfect, but which digital radio is. So let me test the sound. Let me hear if I hear some interference.
Into a police car instead. And because of stories like this, not all Colombians are keen on buying goods once associated with drug trafficking. I'm back at Colombia's National Drugs Office, where the auction is currently underway. It will go on all day and continue on Friday, but it's early hours, so there are not a lot of bidders. Just a couple of art amateurs and the representative of a museum on drug trafficking. But some paintings from fairly well-known Colombian artists have already been sold for twice the original asking price.
That was Arturo Wallace reporting from Bogota. Now, what's it like, a male entrepreneur in Africa? The short answer is not easy. As part of the BBC's 100 Women series, the BBC's Matthew Davies is in the West African state of Ghana.
Ghana is as hard a place to be an entrepreneur as any, and here in the country's gold producing area, it can certainly be tough. Many banks will refuse to loan the money needed to get a business idea off the ground. Most budding entrepreneurs raise the seed cash from friends and relatives.
Well, it's okay. The tuner is not that bad. I don't hear so much interference in this BBC World radio station.
Edwina Assan runs a textile business in the Ghanaian town.
Well, it's not perfect, but okay. It's not bad also.
About being a woman entrepreneur in Ghana.
Est-ce qu'elle est là, loin encore? Plutôt vers toi, plutôt.
Well, while we are reviewing this thing, you never saw my new speakers, and these are my new speakers. These are the MB Quartz. Yes, the 890. And these are very fine speakers. Look at them. This is the mid, and this is the high, and this is a sort of bass port, and they are very nice. Look at them, and the sound these things produce is awful. I will make another video with a full review about these speakers, but let me try it out.
More than a fantasy, ride the winds and climb. Sha-la-la-la-la, oh, oh, oh. Sha-la-la-la-la, oh, oh, oh. Sha-la-la-la-la. Sha-la.
Anyway, we are not reviewing my speakers. We are reviewing the Pioneers. So let's go on with the review.
BBC's Newsnight programme reveals that if the scheme worked out its deficit the way private companies have to, the shortfall would amount to £10.5 billion. John Ralph, who's a pensions consultant, says the hole in the scheme for university teaching staff could force up tuition fees.
So this is my best sounding station I have on every tuner I have. So let me try it out on this one.
Dat hij bommen bij zich heeft. Hij is een bekende van de politie en geldt als gevaarlijk. Onder de gijzelaars zouden familieleden van de dader zijn. Waarom hij tot zijn daad overging is nog onduidelijk. De omgeving van de snackbar is afgegrendeld. Gerard Joling en Gordon trekken met hun programma niet alleen miljoenen kijkers, maar ook veel vrijwilligers. Bij het Nationaal Ouderenfonds hebben zich al bijna 2000 nieuwe vrijwilligers aangemeld in 3 weken. Normaal zijn dat er 10 per week. Het programma Even Geen Cent te Makken levert Geer en Goor een maand AOW. En dan hebben ze een baan als ouderenverzorger.
So you can see that the loudness have two. This is loudness. Let me show it. This is off, okay? And then you have midnight and you have loudness. Listen to the difference.
In het verre en koude Kazachstan een achterstand weg tegen Shakhtar Karagandy. Het werd 1-1. Het weer. De bewolking neemt vannacht toe en het koelt af tot zo'n 7 graden. Overdag opnieuw veel bewolking, hier en daar valt wat regen en het wordt dan 14 tot 19 graden. Dat was het nieuws bij Radio Veronica.
Station met alleen echte hits voor een vrijdag, een volle vrijdag lang. 25 oktober 2013 met 3 echte hits achter elkaar. En daarna een top 1000 alle tijden hitlegende. Eerst Raccoon of Monsters and Men en Skunk and Nancy.
I called you brazen, called you home right to you.
Well, let's go to the back side of this receiver, and when I return I will give you my final conclusion about this receiver. Okay, so let's go to the back. So this is the Sony from the back side, and what is written here? Well, it uses 360 watt of power, and that's very nice. It's made in Malaysia, and well, here you have the speaker connections, very nice tubes, and here you have the DVD 5.1 channel input with the subwoofer, and here we have the 7.1 setup. Okay, and what more it have? Well, it have a few old DIN connections, but most people don't use it anymore. The FM antenna connection, of course the AM, and the AUX CD, DVD, TV, all the connections on the left side. And here we have a coax connection, and okay, some digital inputs. Going inside of the amp, we can see that it have a ventilator built in. This one is the ventilator, you can see it. Yes, it's just, of course there's no HDMI board. This thing don't have HDMI. Okay. Well, I close this thing up, and we go back to the front side and do so. Back in the front, I can tell you that this thing sounds very good, and I already put this thing for sale on the market together with the 916, and to be honest, I think I will keep this one because I will use this one. I will take it off of the market, and I will keep this one for my PC, my computer, because I use separate speakers for my computer, and well, this thing don't use that much power, and I love amplifiers and receiver that don't use too much power. Only 380 watt for a 7 × 100 watt is very nice, and well, I like this sound. This sound is not bad.
Ja. Dat produceren we in Delft. Ja. Ja. En dat doen we zelfs met mensen met een arbeidsbeperking.
No.
En
I really like this receiver, really. I am really surprised that the sound is so good, because my earlier reviewed onkyo, the onkyo from 2010, well, that one didn't sound nice at all. But this one, well, it have that loudness, that midnight and loudness, so two types of loudness. And well, it doesn't sound like my vintage receivers, but it sounds okay. It sounds okay. I only paid 50 euro for the thing, so what can you expect more for 50 euro? It have a 7.1 channel connection, and well, the guy who sold this thing for 50 euro was a little bit stupid, because this thing is more in value. It is, I think it have a value second hand about, well, 70-75 euro, and I just bought it to test it, and I thought, okay, I will test it and I will sell it immediately, but I will keep this one. I will keep this one because it's nice for my, well, for my computer setup, and I don't like the color. I prefer the silver one. Well, later I will review the silver one, but stupid of me, I already sold that one, and the guy is coming to pick the thing up tomorrow, but maybe he prefer this one, so I can keep the silver one. And because I think the silver one will, the 915 will sound as same as this 916, but I will check it out. I will check it out later. I will make that review later. And well, this thing is good enough. If you love 7.1 or 5.1, this thing goes both ways. You can use it for a 7 or 5.1, but also the stereo sound is pretty good for this thing, and that's the big surprise, because I didn't expect the sound to be that good. I expected the same tinny sound as I heard coming from the onkyo I reviewed earlier. The only thing this thing doesn't have is HDMI, and well, but yeah, if that's a big, I don't see that as a big problem. But if you see that as a problem, as a big problem, then well, you don't have to buy it. It have, as you can see here, it have a digital in, video input is on the front, also with a DIN plug, and you also have a nice USB here, so you can put your, well, your USB thing inside to play your music. And what's this setup mic? Well, this is for the mic. This thing came with a mic, and well, this mic you can just, well, you have to put it in here, and then if you have a 7.1 or 5.1, well, this thing will arrange it automatically for you. If you like nice sound, this thing is okay for sound. This thing is really okay for sound. Well, I don't like the looks. This is a little bit boring, but anyway, it's a 2006 receiver, and it have everything you need. Only doesn't have the HDMI. And well, this was my review from the Pioneer vsx-916. Thanks for watching, and put those thumbs up. And for now I say bye bye.